Hey guys, I'm Audio. This is MyGloriousChannel. This is actually a story dungeon, so it's gonna have story stuff in it. And I also decided that in the future, I will have sprites on for like the bosses. I say sprites, but I mean like the battle animations, so you can admire their, pictures and shit. It makes it cooler. And I mean, I guess you'll be able to see my characters too on the screen, but that's like an aside. I mean, if you haven't played the game before, you're probably like, well, why don't you show it? It would be way cooler if you showed it. But I mean, if you actually, came through the game before, you'd realize that it gets a little tedious. Oh, she's a clerk. Fuck. It gets a little tedious having it active all the time, and that's really it. No, I won't bring her. She's way too far into the future. I'll bring fucking Ot. Yeah. And I'm not gonna show this. You can believe that. But anyway, you go to this place because it's all poisony and evil. There you go. And your first time here, the whole goal is to clear out these like poison pool things with Sarawi. And you can see all this other shit here. Yeah. I didn't bring a water... Well, no, I did bring a water unit because of Elf Girl. That's what I'm going to call her, Elf Girl. That's it. Fuck it, Elf Girl. Because she can swim in her water suit. So that's how that works. And this is also the first place you meet undead enemies. And undead enemies have a really fucking awesome ability. It lets them, like, regenerate a small amount of health. I think it's just random. They just have random auto heal when you're attacking them. And, you'll knock it down to 0, and then it'll be like, oh, I've got 3 health, and then it'll stay on the map, and it'll just, like, waste your time and be annoying. And, it's potentially your first chance at meeting Ghost or Phantom. I'll call them Phantom, because that sounds cooler. Phantom units. Wraith. No, Phantom is still cooler. And they're pretty much immune to melee, I think. Alright, yeah, let me do this and I'll finish that. I think they're almost immune to melee. Like, Yell is really strong, she's got high enough melee that she could fight them and just, push through their bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna give you an example, I'm telling you. So you just basically kill them with magic. They're always almost one-shottable with magic. Alright, it does not. I thought Dive protected you from the acid, but it's not the acid then. Dive only protects you from the cold spots on the floor, I guess. Yeah, like, it's going to attack Ouya here, and he's gonna do, like, no damage to it. 1's great. But, like, another reason that I said in the last part, Ouya is a super bro tier unit. Like, he's clutch, Like, if he's the last guy you have in a dungeon, and all your enemies are wraiths, you're like, well, fuck, they're all immune to melee. But Ouya's like, nah, nigga, nah, I got fire breath or whatever the hell, and like, if he was out of mana, he could just sit there and fight them in melee and dodge them 80% of the time anyway, because he's so good. I'm apparently awful, so I never brought a magic unit up there to handle it. Just go over here. Oh yeah, it has an AoE. I forgot that I got that for her. Whatever, fire barrage it. Cool job. Oh, one-shot it because Ouya is so good. And gallstones, it drops gallstones. All the Wraith units do. And from my experience, gallstones lead to, like, the most profit for you because you can just... Later on in the game, you'll be fighting so many of those Wraithy units that you'll have, like, 100 gallstones. I'm not even joking. And you'll be able to just spam gems and sell them in your shop. So... I heard Elf Girl a little bit, but not enough for me to be super concerned. Oops, well, whatever. I can go get this. It has, like, the coolest voice in the game. Cutest, not coolest. Oh, and the Wraith guys also move through walls. They don't do it to you in this dungeon. I guess I'll talk about it more when they do it to you. But a lot of times, they like to... I don't know why I did that. Whatever. They like to put the Wraith spawns right here behind my camp in a spot where you gotta go all the way around the map to send a unit back there to seal the portal, so that way the Wraith can just teleport right next to your camp and make you lose. It's a really dick move, and they do it. And I can think of 2 occasions right now in my head. So, I mean, that's pure dick, but you know, it's a learning experience. You do get a Wraith unit later on. Again, it's not gonna. I don't know why I said I wouldn't give spoilers, because it's not possible considering the nature of these videos. I have a huge amount of clone units. I could have brought the Wraith unit as a clone unit. I could still bring her, but I won't. So don't worry about it. Oh yeah, and I guess I have dive equipped to Wilfred right now, which is weird. I don't know why. I did that. But yeah, the objective for this place is to just more or less seal off all the acid pools. That's what it is. And I think stepping in the green spots reduces your fatigue, not your health. No, that's the yellow ones. Green reduces health. Yeah. I don't fucking know. Yeah, oh, and it's not just me. Depth charge is like the worst ability in the game. Just saying. You know, I like your opinion on that, but I think it's just the worst ability. Like, Elf Girl's current outfit, you know how, actually you probably don't know because they don't explain that to you at any point in time. Well, on all of the suits of armor, I need to show that. I might make a separate video to show that if I can't show that here. Clothing, no, there's no way I can show that here. Alright, I'll figure some way out to do it. In the meantime, I'll try and explain my point. When you're upgrading a suit of armor in the workshop, it could have like 3 separate paths. Like right now, Elf Girl's armor suit has 3 paths on it. It's in the shape of a trident. So if you focus on one path and you go all the way down it, cool, you unlock that whole path. But then you have to go back, you know, through another path, and it costs a huge amount of money to redirect your effort. And they don't ever tell you that. You just have to kind of learn that on your own, which is fine, but, you know, they should tell you that stuff. That's important. I'm fairly certain that they never tell you. And let me see here, because you can give units accessories that let them swim. Like right here, the fish bracelet. I'm not giving that to her, though. I'll give it to Ouya. No, I won't, because all the guys are fucking... She can fight them anyway. Probably. This might hit Edward, or... Edward Elric. I still think he'll... Ulrich. I don't know. Either one. Full Metal Alchemist. This guy looks ridiculously similar to him. So I call him that jokingly in my free time alone when I'm talking to my imaginary friends. When I'm talking to you guys, though, you know, it's different. And yeah, I mean, it's obvious spoilers, but Ott gets a humanoid form, and that's what she's in now. Not through story events, but they give her to you in the humanoid form anyway. She gains a lot of stat bonuses once she hits that form, and she becomes actually viable. When you first get Ott, she's just a puddle of shit, and like she can take hits really well, but she's an awful unit. I mean, almost unusable. She's so bad. Her movement is horrendous. It's just so bad. I don't have a single good thing to say about Ott when you get her. But yeah, and I'm trying to level up Emelita a little bit because she's pretty underleveled at this point in time. I don't know if Saraway can attack while she's on this. Let's see. While she's on this and purifying it. I'm just gonna end up covering all the abilities and things as we go here. My concentration was interrupted, even though, I mean, I guess technically it was, because I told her to attack, so yeah, whatever, fuck it, just stand there. I don't know what I'm doing with Ouya. I guess he doesn't even need to be here. Yeah. Poisonous card. Oh, and there's one of the mission things is to get this little excavation point on the map. Not very hard to do. Fairly random as well. Alright, this is just gonna... She's just gonna attack me again. This bitch. So I will just kill her now. You know how it be. One of the things that I like to do with Elf Girl was give her Flurry, which lets you attack twice. Like the highest rank of that, so I think it can proc more than once. Proc is old MMO lingo for chance to occur, and it can just happen more than once. And she can hit so many times on a single unit. She becomes really good for that, and I think she's one of the only units that can get Flurry. It's not really even exploitable. She's just really fast, you know what I mean? She's a really fast unit, and she has Flurry, so she pretty much always gets 3 shots in anyway. Yeah. Oh, and if there's some way to skip like everybody's turns and just be like end turn there, please let me know. That's something that they never told me. Another thing, I'll talk more about the flurry shit later on. Once I'm using her to fight, she's just standing here doing nothing right now. Another thing that they never tell you at any point in time, I'm fairly certain about this, is that you have the option and the ability to bring in additional units by clicking select unit, and then like, oh, I want Suina, and then, oh, deploy, and then you can deploy her at a deployment gate, which seems fairly obvious, or you can deploy her at her tent. I didn't realize that for a very long time, and so I never deployed anybody. I also didn't know that you had the option to, like, decide who goes whenever you want. I thought you had to go in order. I just never tried clicking that thing because there is no reason to. There's no reason to click on the character cards down here that I knew of, so I just never did it. And I mean, it's very helpful, you know, being able to send in whoever wants to go whenever they want to go. I didn't realize there was a deployment gate there. Whatever. I mean, they might mention the thing about bringing people in with a deployment gate. I can admit that I probably, you know, overlooked that, but I'm almost positive I did not overlook the dialogue that tells you can move whoever you want whenever you want. I would bet money on that. Oh, it's Earth type. Earth has an advantage over water, for whatever reason. Fire Barrage is apparently not bad against water. I don't know. Fuck it. Good job, Ouya. Traditionally, I also gave Ouya the item that grants you 2 items on enemy kill. I don't know who has that now. I need to go through all my items again and hand them out to the appropriate units. Yeah, move again. Just stand there. So this dungeon was also not a really eventful one, but, you know, it'll change in time. I just want to go through the majority of them, get them finished. I don't even remember coming here beyond the initial time here. The one after this with the fucking dragon in it, that's a different story that I'll complain about endlessly while I'm there. But this one was not one that I had to revisit, so that's pretty much it. I mean, skip through this so I can save. And I don't know which one I'll do next, so that's pretty much, probably the church. The church is a really good one. Yeah, I'll hit the church next. I'll see you there.